This is your motivator, your inspirator, Kamal Sanders, bringing you another edition of Get Motivated Sunday. And look, y'all, today I'm excited about life. Matter of fact, every day I'm excited about life, and I want you to be excited about your life as well. That's why every week I try to bring you a video, a clip that's something that's going to motivate you, take you to higher heights and deeper depths in your life, take your mind to another level, trying to get you excited about life. Look, a couple weeks ago I talked about being trapped. And today is part 2 of being trapped. That's right, I got the mouse trap, because last time what I talked about was we in a rat race. We in a rat race, doing the same thing every day, working a 9 to 5, doing something to just trying to get by. And some of us are just trapped. We just barely getting by. Before we get our checks, they already spent. We don't save no money. It's hard for us to take a vacation. If we get a week off, all we're doing is sitting in the house. Listen, I want you to not be trapped in what society, what your job, what life is offering you right now. I want you to take some steps out on faith. I want you to do something more. I want you to do something different, because a lot of us right now, this is for those who have a job. A lot of us right now, we're doing the same thing over and over for people who don't like their job. Listen to me. A lot of us, we have a supervisor who we dislike. We have coworkers who we don't like, and we go to that same job day in, day out. Oh, it's Monday, tomorrow's Monday, I gotta go someplace I don't like to make this little bit of money. Some of us have that mentality. Some of us are trapped in that mentality. But listen, to get out of the trap, you have to change your thinking. Yes, you're gonna sometimes work with people who you dislike. Yes, you may not always agree with your supervisor, but you gotta hang in there. That's right, you gotta hang in there. And if you don't like your job, if you don't like what you're doing, you know what? You gotta find something different. I'm not talking about finding another job, because some of us go to another job, get trapped, and then we realize, oh, here's another job I don't like. Other coworkers I don't like. I don't like driving all this way. I like my job, but they pay me too little money. And then for those of you who are at that place, I want you to find something that you really enjoy doing, but at the same time where you can work with people who you may not always get along with. Listen, and plus it has to pay you something that you really will be comfortable with. And when I say comfortable, sometimes we got to be content. Listen to me. Sometimes we have to be content. Some of us are going overboard with our spending. Some of us are going overboard with our spending. Listen, I want you to be at a place where you enjoy what you're doing. If you don't want to work a 9 to 5 job where you're working not only a 9 to 5, where you got to work weekends, where you have to work nights, where you have to work holidays, you got to discover your talents, your gifts, your abilities. And right now you may be on a job, but use your talents, skills, and abilities to find something that you enjoy doing. Because when you find something that you enjoy doing, it doesn't feel like a job. You're working. The Bible says a man who does not work don't eat. A man who does not work don't eat. I'm not telling you don't work, but find something you enjoy doing, because when you find something that you enjoy doing, you're not in a trap. Because look, you're not even thinking about the people who you don't get along with. You're not even thinking about the supervisor. Why? Because you're in your element. You're in your place. You are in your place that God has sent you to, that God has designed for you. You're living your purpose because you enjoy doing what you're doing. Some folk own beauty salons, and they don't care about all the gossip in there, because they enjoy doing hair. Folk own barbershops, do real estate investing, own daycares. These people are not worrying about the little tedious things that come along with their jobs, that come along with their work, that come along with owning their business. Why? Because they enjoy doing what they're doing. Okay? That's the folk with a job. Now I'm talking to the college students. The college students. Now look, we only got a couple more weeks of school. Everybody in college, you got a couple more weeks of school. And I want you to get out of the trap of being lazy. Right now, hey, times are getting tough right now. Listen, they're tough in school. Why? There's a lot of stress going on. Why? Because you got your final papers, you got your final tests, you got a lot of finals, you're getting ready for graduation. But listen, these are the weeks. This is fourth quarter 11. You have to give it all you got. You got to put your whole self in. You have to immerse yourself in the academics of the school right now. Listen, sometimes you're gonna have to pull some all-nighters. You're gonna have to get off the phone. You're gonna have to get off Facebook. You're gonna have to get inside those books. You got a couple more weeks to school. Now it's do or die. Now it's do or die. After the fourth quarter, is no more quarters. This is now overtime in school. You got to do your thing. You got to put your whole self in. I want you to go to school this week and put your whole self in. Do what you have to do. Why? Because it's only a couple more weeks of school. Now listen, that final exam sometimes means a lot. That final exam could be 60% of your grade, 50% of your grade, 40% of your grade. Listen, if you have to go to the academic writing center, if you have to talk to the dean, if you have to talk to the professor to make sure your work is intact, do what you have to do. Why? Because I don't want you to be trapped and get a D. I don't want you to get trapped and get an F. I want you to excel. I want you to get an A. I want you to get an A. I want you to shoot for an A. I want you to shoot for an A. Matter of fact, shoot for an A+, because if you miss the A+, you get the A-. Listen, do what you have to do in college, because I don't want you to be trapped in a party life right now. I don't want you to be trapped doing things that are not fulfilling your time, not fulfilling your requirements. Do what you got to do if you, for those of you in college. Now listen, I do not want you to be trapped in life. Life can sometimes trap you. Life can sometimes have you at a standstill. You don't know where to go. You don't know what to do. Now, to get out of the trap, you got to do something different. If you're doing the same thing, you're going to get the same results. Some of us have to do something different. Some of us got to get out of the trap of unforgiveness. Some of us are still in that mindset of someone did something to me when I was younger. You got to learn how to forgive that person. You got to learn how to forgive people who did you wrong, relationships that weren't the best for you. You have to learn how to forgive that person and move on. Why? Because forgiveness is the key. Look, you having somebody harbor something over you that you don't even have no control of, that it's over now. You have to learn how to forgive that person. Have a heart and learn how to forgive that person. I know it hurt you. I know they done you wrong. I know you was crying all night, but forgive them. Forgive them and then move on to your life. And now listen, forgiveness doesn't mean you have amnesia and you forget all about it. Yeah. You know they done you wrong. You know they done you an injustice, but learn how to forgive. And you know what forgiveness is? Forgiveness is this. Forgiveness is saying, I forgive you about the situation, about whatever you did, and then all you got to do, just walk away. It's like when you're using the bathroom, you flush the toilet, turn around, walk away. It's done with, it's over. You're not going to see the waste anymore. Listen, y'all, this is your motivator, your inspirator, Kumar Sanders. Look, get excited about your job. And listen, if you got to start another business, use your talent, skills, and abilities to do something that you enjoy doing. For my college students, listen, I want you to get immersed in the culture. This is fourth quarter living. After this, there's nothing else. So do what you have to do. This is overtime for you. It's no more time after this. It's do or die. And listen, I want you to forgive. Don't be in the trap of not forgiveness, having a heart of unforgiveness. Until next week, I'm going to see you, your motivator, your inspirator, Kumar Sanders. I'll see you next week. Peace.
Yeah, I just want to be successful. That's all I want, man. I just want to be successful.